Take your meds, we're playing Titanfall 2. Home of undoubtedly the best movement system. I mean, I'm terrible at this game, but even I feel like a superhero playing this. You got wall running, giant robots, what's not to love? All it needs is a part 3. Eventually. Maybe. Hopefully. Probably not. It'll be announced someday, you'll see. But anyways, we are playing Titanfall 2. But we're doing it a little differently. Save for a couple rare exceptions, we are using only melee. I'm gonna play it on hard because I want this to be a challenge, but I do still want to actually enjoy this. Anyways, let's begin. We start the game off with our very first Titanfall. Or not. I don't know what it is, but I really love this transition and I wanted to keep it in. We begin our first mission, dazed, drugged, and confused. The proper way to start a game.
Rifleman Class 3 Jack Cooper. Stabilize. 250 milligrams of sense fentanyl administered. Caution. Temporary side effects. Nausea. Dizziness. Irritable reports.
We start off with the assault rifle I will never use, so I switch to the pistol that I will never use. Now, I've beaten the game on Master, so I start off way too confident. Gonna need to play a little smarter than that. Second attempt, I do the sensible thing of going around where there's less enemies. After I finish punching and kicking away on my problems, we nearly get flattened. Luckily, Lastimosa is here to save the day. Or not. With our savior defeated, we decide we're just gonna have a nap now. After our nap, we wake up to a puppy who just wants some kisses. Unfortunately, Lastimosa is not a dog person. It's okay, we'll play with the dogs later. Next, we stand silently while we watch our friend and mentor die right in front of us. That one isn't even a joke, we literally say nothing this whole interaction.
Link. Bravo Tango 7274. Cooper, take my Titan. Use my helmet in my jump kit. This is the real thing. Take care of him.
With that out of the way, it's now time to go get us some batteries for our new friend.
Insufficient.
I punch and kick a couple space dogs and give one the Mufasa treatment. I swear, I remember them only taking 2 punches before, but hey, whatever. I encounter my first human enemies and give them the old 1-2, followed by a flying kick. Not a terrible start. Since the game has a sense of humor, my first execution is this one. Technically, it wasn't me shooting, so we're gonna ignore that. I gotta say, the melee in this game is very satisfying. Feels very meaty, you know? Moving on, I contemplated fighting my way through this entire area since I've been skipping a lot of enemies. But as soon as I seen how many of them there were, I decided it's just not worth it. Instead, I panic and flail around for a little while trying to avoid them because I still cannot double jump. Instead of just going around back up, I get really determined on making this stupid jump right here. After an embarrassing amount of time, I make it back up. Moving on, we collect the first battery, beat up another space puppy, and take care of a couple salvagers. With our enemies dealt with, we can now deliver the first battery to BT.
Power at 2/3. Data core reinitialized. Ocular system online. Adjusting focus. Are you all right, pilot?
I think so. Wait, did you just call me pilot?
Yes. The late Captain Lastimosa gave you the provisional rank of acting pilot. Congratulations on your promotion. You may call me BT.
BT. Got it.
My systems are rebooting, but a third battery will accelerate the process. I will remain here.
And off we go for battery number 2.
Until I
Well,
evolve,
technically number
I will
3,
assist
because
you
he
through your
had one
own
already,
radio
but
when
okay.
possible.
You don't think I'm that stupid, BT?
Undetermined. I will not know the full extent of your brain function until we establish our
Once again, we fail the run by using this execution. I may not be the best at this, but even I can appreciate how fluid the movement is. It's really satisfying to chain a couple nice long wall runs together and just not stop. And then you hit a ledge and then it's ruined. I don't care, still fun. Coming up, we probably have the largest group of enemies we've had so far. And it was really helpful for getting back into the flow of the game because I haven't played in forever. Some of that rest is finally coming off, and I was able to chain a couple of nice combos together. I was determined to actually kill everybody this time rather than just avoiding most of the enemies. These stupid little floating drones were probably the biggest issue, otherwise it went pretty well, I think. I did decide to leave one left, so he can tell the tale of the militia pilot who killed an entire squad without firing a round. Anyways, last battery secured, helmet grabbed. Time to kill some more little robots.
Please install the final battery.
With the specters dealt with, we install the final battery. Stare deeply into BT's eyes. Eyes before entering him for the first time. Get flashbanged. And reach the first technicality of the run. You cannot progress without using the vortex shield and chaff pods. I wasted enough time to find that out, unfortunately. So technically not melee, but I can't do anything about it, so we're going to pretend like that doesn't matter. For future reference, I do also kind of use the vortex shield, but I use it non-offensively. My only damage is dealt via melee. Now that the training wheels are off, it's time to have our first Titan fight. I wasn't totally sure how this was gonna go, but it didn't go great at the start. I failed to launch them in the air, which means I dealt damage. Gotta reload. Attempt 2, I tried to be more aggressive this time. Again, only using the vortex shield to block and launch it back into the air where it does no damage. I was still too passive in this fight at the start, and I got beat up pretty good. Eventually, I finally figured out, screw it, just hit him as many times as possible and you'll stagger.
Replacement battery required.
Not bad, pilot. Not bad.
Down. Well done, pilot.
If that fight is anything to go off of, this may be more difficult than I thought. But I'm stubborn, so we're gonna stick with it.
Only chance of survival.
Things should get easier once I get Ronin. I'll be able to block more reliably and I'll have a better melee attack.
Marking your
Anyways, that's all for now, so thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you next one. Bye for now.